In this edition of Fighting Fentanyl, an important question. Have you spoken to your kids about fentanyl?
Don't wait. Local judge and agents from the Drug Enforcement Administration certainly aren't. They brought a group of fifth graders from Huebner Elementary into a courtroom to teach them about the deadly drug. And their hope is that the lesson keeps them alive and also out of trouble.
It's very deadly.
If you see someone taking drugs, you should tell someone.
These fifth graders from Huebner Elementary got the message loud and clear. Don't use fentanyl.
People are taking one pill, fake prescription pill laced with fentanyl. They're falling asleep and they never wake up.
DEA agents, along with other law enforcement, met with the students at the Justice Center and spoke about the synthetic opioid.
And no one has any idea what is actually in that pill or those pills.
The field trip was Judge Belia Mesa's idea.
We value your life.
She says the students are about to enter a pivotal time, middle school.
There's a lot more that goes on socially in middle school, especially with children now having access to smartphones at a much younger age.
So what can parents do?
And this is the most important tool that parents can use when it comes to protecting their kids. Check out what apps they're using. Also find out who they're communicating with.
In most cases, that is how people are obtaining the drug. It's through different messaging apps, online.
From here, DEA Special Agent Tom Mangiamelli hopes the kids take what they've learned and share it with their friends and family members, because that conversation, he says, is a good step toward fighting fentanyl.
One pill can kill.
All right, information is power.
Yes.
Information is key in all of this. Did you get the sense that kids were paying attention? Because that's not always a given when you're talking about kids.
Sure,
this
you
age.
think they zone out. How do you make it so that they understand? Here's what shocked me. They were really into that presentation when I was watching them, and they asked a ton of questions. And we didn't show this part, but there was a Q&A session with the DEA agent and some of the kids. And one of them even started asking questions about another drug that I've never heard of. And so that also tells you something, right? As a parent, when you sit down with your kids, you don't know what they're thinking. Sometimes you just have to ask them questions and start a conversation.
Well, that's also an important part of this, parents having that conversation. Okay, obviously it's not always easy, but I think one of the DEA agents even talked about what parents should do in all of this.
Yeah, and a lot of it is watching what your kids do and watching what apps they communicate on, because that's what's key. In a lot of these cases that they've been investigating, the DEA, where somebody ends up accidentally taking fentanyl, believing that they're taking another pill like Xanax or something, they go through their records and they find out that some of these kids, they just went on Venmo, and that's how they bought the drug, and they communicate online through all these different apps, TikTok, things like that. So that's why it's so important to look at what your kids are on.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Stephanie, but this is the insidious nature of this drug, of fentanyl, is that a lot of times these kids aren't looking to get high. They're looking for something to help with anxiety or help with depression or something like that. And they don't feel like they can talk to their parents necessarily about this. So they're trying to figure it out in different ways. And that's when they get the stuff that often has the fentanyl with it, correct?
Yeah, even college kids. I mean, when we launched this series a few weeks ago, over a month ago, we interviewed a father whose daughter was in her first semester at UTSA. He doesn't think she was trying to get fentanyl. She probably was just looking, she was stressed out about finals and all these things. So she was just looking for something to ease her anxiety, probably thinking it was Xanax or something. Well, it wasn't. It was fentanyl, and she died instantly. And that is the scary part.
Yeah, something for anxiety, something for depression, something to help you focus. I mean, you're promised all these things by somebody that's not over the counter. It's not, something that's prescription. That's what they're looking for. They're not looking necessarily for cocaine or heroin or anything like that.
There does tend to be a dismissive attitude whenever you talk about any drug or any campaign out there that's looking to raise awareness, because a lot of people think, it's their choice. They wanted to do it. Okay, well, these are kids the same way when maybe a lot of us were young, maybe some of us drank before we were allowed to legally. That's kind of what some of these kids are doing. And sometimes they're just desperate because they want to ease their anxiety or they think they want to bulk up or something.
Yeah, and these were kids in this particular instance that wanted this information.
Yes.
They were engaged, they were part of it.
Very, very. And the other thing that the DEA said they really want to get across, if there's one thing that he wanted these kids to know before they walked away, was never, ever, ever take a pill from somebody unless they're your doctor or your parent.
Exactly.
Never, ever, ever, because that's what's happening with these. And that's why they have that one pill can kill campaign, which we've also been talking a lot about, which you could see on our website. But that's the main thing. You don't want to take pills from someone who isn't a doctor or your parent.
Right. You don't know where they came from.
No.
Yeah.
And there's no way to know. And some of these pills look like they could be Adderall. They look like they could be Xanax.
Yeah.
But they're not.
Information is power. While we're on this conversation, we invite you to scan this QR code on your screen. It will direct you to more stories on fentanyl that we've covered here at KSAT. You can learn more about the drug, what it does to your body, why it's dangerous, maybe share some of this with your kids, how school districts are trying to keep them away from your kids, and how you can get your hands on a medication that can stop someone from overdosing.
All that information right now on our website, ksat.com. Keep up to date with all of San Antonio's top news, weather, and so much more by clicking the like and subscribe buttons below. And once again, thanks for watching KSAT.